Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from one that shows Redman call out Eminem, and today we also have more clarity on the Lil Wayne versus Kendrick Lamar drama that popped off after Whacked Out Murals released, when Lil Wayne fired back with a warning over the song on social media. Lil Wayne recently spoke about this now that the dust has settled, and this sparked some interesting reactions on social media, as most are convinced that Lil Wayne is scared. Today we also have more from Snoop Dogg on Dr. Dre's reaction after he acquired Death Row Records. And today we also have one that's got social media in shock, when Jay-Z's lawyer made some comments about Jay-Z's relationship with Diddy that's been met with a fiasco, as users on the web continue to pull up what they believe to be receipts that confirm that Jay-Z's lawyer is, quote, lying about their relationship. And we'll get to this later, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts, as this doesn't bode well for the, quote, brotherhood that's been flaunted for years, as you'd see. And starting with Lil Wayne versus Kendrick Lamar, we all remember the infamous post he made in response to Whacked Out Murals on the day it dropped. But it turns out Wayne revealed that he never even heard the song, which has caused confusion. And check out a snippet from his recent appearance on the Skip Bayless show.
How do you explain their choosing not to ask you?
General answer, and then I give you the personal. So generally, I explain it. Generally, I just believe that, they, for whatever reason, I believe that it's over my head. Meaning that's, I don't know why, period. Yeah, and obviously I believe that it's, been perfect, it's perfect, but I do not know why. But personally, the person I am, I straight look at it like, you ain't there. You ain't there. You got to get there. You got to get there.
Come on, man. I mean, you're the GOAT. And it's New Orleans. It just makes no sense to me. I don't get it. Their politics played. I don't know.
That's another part of it. I think there's things that I can't control involved in it. So it is what it is.
You're saying you got to get better to earn the right to be on that stage? That's what I told myself. I said, I want to get to the point where I'm undeniable. I thought you were undeniable right here, right now, but that just...
Thank you.
Okay, so what Kendrick Lamar, what his lyrics were about you, can you explain? I'll just quickly read them. I know you know them. I used to bump that Carter 3. Okay, I used to bump that Carter 3. I held my Rolly chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down, from Kendrick Lamar.
That was my first time hearing it. But I think he just, he's a fan, like I'm a fan of his music. Sure. He's a fan of mine. Yeah. I think
he's definitely a fan of yours. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he just mean by he saw what everybody else, he saw how much it meant to me. And I think that's all he mean, is that, I don't think, when we speak, and obviously he can't control that. And, so he didn't let me know. It ain't like he can control it or nothing. And also I've spoken to him and I wished him all the best and told him he better kill it.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So you better kill it. You gotta kill it. I don't think he knew he didn't have to do anything. There was no explanation that was needed for that. I think I understand. Again, that was my first time hearing it when you just said it. Okay. But I understand those words. Like I said, I think he just mean that he made it there, and his hard work is the reason why he made it there.
Yeah.
And obviously,
I took
let
it
me down as me just being upset about not getting disappointed about not getting that. So that's my thing.
But you guys are cool. You have talked.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right.
I told him you gotta kill it. That's what I told him. I told him you gotta smash it.
That you would be asked to make a little appearance with him on stage?
I'm not going to even be in the country.
Okay, all right. Okay, I appreciate that.
So as you heard, Wayne and Kendrick already spoke about this according to Wayne. So this kills the smoke, and by extension, this kills the expectations of fire between them. As if you recall, word on the street from Joe Budden was that Wayne headed to the studio after Whacked Out Murals to record a Kendrick Lamar diss song. And now that this clip has cleared it up, reactions are quite interesting. As on one end, some believe Wayne backed down to avoid getting smoked because Kendrick Lamar would have embarrassed Lil Wayne, and this narrative continued to linger. Why Wayne sound mad scared to speak on this, And these users kept going. Dude got in that booth and realized he ain't have enough words for that dude. And even Joe Budden is getting blasted right now for starting the narrative. So in other words, Joe Budden lied about Lil Wayne stepping in the studio to potentially diss Kendrick Lamar. 2024 hip hop media, everyone. And this is being chalked up as another L by proxy for Drake. Somebody check on the Canadian. But what are your thoughts? Surely the interviewer went in there to match the energy that Lil Wayne gave with that post after Whacked Out Murals released, only for Lil Wayne to switch it up in person. What are your thoughts? And moving on, we got to hear from Snoop Dogg about Dr. Dre's initial reaction when he found out he bought Death Row Records. Check out a snippet from AP Entertainment.
What was Dre's response after, of course you were, acquired?
Oh, he didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No, he didn't like it when I bought Death Row. He vocal about it. He said it. He spoke to it. He didn't like it, but at the same time, he didn't know what I was doing. Nobody did. It just looked like, why the f*** is he buying a bag of problems when he's living a life of success and not having to deal with it? Why would he bring that back into his life? But they didn't understand what I seen. I seen my legacy. I seen certain things that was connected to me that needed to be finished as far as like unfinished business. And also to protect my legacy by putting some beautiful music in Death Row and putting some happy times in Death Row and some life rather than death.
How does he feel about it now? Since
he loves it. He represents it. He's down with it. I bought all the homies Death Row jackets. That said, where my Death Row jacket at? I said, I didn't know you wanted one, cuz.
And if you don't know, Snoop and Dre's latest album Missionary is also released under Death Row, Aftermath and Interscope. And personally, I've been enjoying the album, so they are off to a good start in my opinion. And moving on, Redman called out Eminem a few hours ago, and by called out I mean called for his attention. Check out a snippet from Red Bull Music.
When we did Off the Wall, I went to M's studio. It wasn't a big studio, M was just coming up. So we sit here in this little studio and we like, all right, this is the beat. It was an Eric Sermon beat. We just went at it. He went to one room, I went to one room, and we was just pop, 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 back and forth, penning. And then we laid the record. We talked about doing something else, but M is busy, I've been busy. I reached out a couple of times like, yo, M, just send me any beat that you got lyrics on and you don't like it. I will make it a hit. That's how bad I wanted to get another record done with him. But I understand the politics of it. I'm not saying that it'll never happen, but just right now, it's just not the timing. It's just about timing.
And fans have been going off in response to this. Hopefully, M finds this tweet from his burner account. That's the only way this is possible. And some users are surprised by this. This doesn't sound like M to leave Redman hanging like that. He's one of M's favorite rappers. It's giving bald man, not relaying the message. And here's Paul Rosenberg's quote reaction to getting roasted again this week.
Come on, man. You think this shit is cool? Nah, man. Ooh.
And moving on, if you recall, just days ago, we covered a report about how the tide turned in Jay-Z's favor when inconsistencies were uncovered in the story of his accuser. Well, it seems Jay-Z's lawyer is now taking some steps backwards to erase the wins when a clip recently hit the web where the lawyer argued that Jay-Z and Diddy were never really friends. Check out a snippet.
He's upset. He's upset that somebody would be allowed to do this. It would make a mockery of the system like this. He's upset that this distracts and dissuades real victims from coming forward. He's upset that his kids and his family have to deal with this. He's upset, and he should be upset.
Will Mr. Carter say anything more specifically about Mr. Combs? He didn't really address him in his statement, but anything since outlets and internet speculation have tried to affiliate the two of them, he didn't really, in his statement, specifically say anything about any of the allegations.
I mean, Mr. Carter has nothing to do with Mr. Combs' case or Mr. Combs. They knew each other professionally for a number of years, just like in all professions. People know each other. At the music awards, they support each other. If you go to the NBA All-Star game, they support each other. That's just how professions work. There is no closer association between any of them. That's also a matter of fiction. That's all that there is. He doesn't know anything about the charges or allegations against him. He has nothing to do with that case. And there's nothing more to say.
And users on the web were like, wait a minute. This sparked reactions like, I was about to believe that Jay was innocent until his lawyer says this. Users are convinced that this is Jay-Z throwing Diddy under the bus, and they kept going, what? At this point his lawyer is flat out lying, because everyone knows Jay-Z and Diddy were best friends for over 20 years. I can't. Laughing emojis. And users are pulling up pictures and making collages of their relationship through the decades and adding comments like, he's right, they ain't friends, Jay-Z and Diddy are brothers, and even clips of Diddy talking about how Jay-Z's pretty much extended family have hit the web like this.
Years of hits. And this is extended family. You've been there with me through my ups and downs. Whenever I get in trouble, this is the one I call. It's my strategist right here. This is my brother. This B.I.G's brother. Yes, sir. This Brooklyn's own Brooklyn. So I appreciate you. He came 5,000 miles away to come here to Brooklyn to represent for B.I.G. Make some noise for home. Check this out, home. You can't leave without doing my favorite joke.
Oh, and we got more. This one about how Jay-Z reportedly had to put his daughter's recital to the side to support his brother Diddy.
Give it up for Jay-Z, y'all! Hey, yo, check this out. Hey, yo, hold, man. Hey, yo, hold is doing a lot of things, man. Most importantly, you know, he had a recital that he has to be at the do. But we reached out to him. And I told him that this right here was important. Bad Boy celebrating 20 years of hits. And this is extended family. You've been there with me through my ups and downs.
Oh, and there's more that hit the web.
I'm having a great night.
And we even got a compilation in response to this with Not Like Us playing in the background.
Beyonce and Jay.
Yeah.
I know that you are pretty close to them.
Yes.
I wonder, have you been able to reach out? Have you been able to say anything to them?
Definitely. It's a big moment for like our whole crew, our whole inner circle, you know?
And even those in Jay-Z's corner are now claiming, laughing emoji, you can be innocent and still acknowledge you had dealings with dude. No association is crazy, bro. Y'all linked for decades. And more on this note, damn, now they're releasing statements saying Jay-Z and Diddy weren't friends. I understand distancing yourself from the nasty things he's accused of, but they definitely were friends. It is a dirty game out here. This is like waking up and hearing that Jay-Z and Beyonce were never really married. That just happens to break after some new scandal hit the web. And even ChatGPT is out here saying that Jay-Z and Diddy have been long acquainted, even before his relationship began with Beyonce. So let's just say many users on the web aren't buying what Jay-Z's lawyer is trying to sell this time around. But what are your thoughts? Tell us below. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.